How about the band that we had welcome you today? Well, give them a grand hand. They're Sweet Leaf. They're out again in Aquay. This is the 10th annual George E. Smith Fire Truck Pull, the 10th year.
I just wanted to thank the Y, thank all of the organizers, and to thank all the sponsors. There's a great list of everyone who sponsored this event, and it's so important that that these are our first places that we patronize with our business, that we thank for their community involvement.
This started as a very, very humble event, very small event. With family and friends of George Smith. For those of you who don't know George, he was a former mayor and a big supporter of the Y. And he taught me a lot of things when, 40 years ago when I was mayor. But the other thing he taught me is about this Y. And George was a huge believer that this facility was for everyone, no matter your background, no matter your financial means. And we needed to put together a fundraising effort to make sure that kids and families can access the Y.
10th anniversary to celebrate the Brockville YMCA. This facility is such a cornerstone of our community. So many families and members of our community benefit from the good work that has been done by those who, with blood, sweat, and tears, worked so hard to provide us this amazing facility in our community. It's Brockville's recreation center, and so many people benefit and enjoy this facility. So it's so important for us to all band together when an opportunity arises to support the Y and their mission, and that's what today's all about. It's also really important to me that people who have served in the past are never forgotten. So this is, as MPP Clark mentioned, this event is in memory of former mayor of our city, George Smith, who is just an amazing, amazing community builder. And he made his mark here, but he's made his mark on so many other initiatives in this community, and I'm so happy to see his name perpetuated as part of this great event.
Thank you to all of you for being here today. To our friends from Quebec, a whole bunch of people from Burnbrae in Quebec, bonjour et bienvenue. Our goal is to hit over $100,000 today, and I know that we'll work hard today and over the next few weeks to achieve this goal. It's a great amount considering where we started, as MPP Clark mentioned. We had very humble beginnings with this event 10 years ago, and it was a rainy day, and I think we raised just over $1,000. So to be talking about $100,000 is amazing. Thank you to the Smith family. I know for sure that George Smith was a strong supporter of the YMCA, and his wife Jean and their family remain strong supporters today. So a big thank you to the Smith family. A big thank you to our legion of sponsors and supporters. We're proud to have so many repeat sponsors and participants, and we could not do this without you. To the Y of Eastern Ontario, keep up the great work. As Burnbrae works hard to support and strengthen the communities in which it operates, the Y of Eastern Ontario, as we know, is a pivotal and vital part of this community, and the work you are doing to support those who need a helping hand with so many programs and opportunities is such an important and inspiring effort and endeavor. So thank you, Rob and the Y. Thank you, everyone. Let's have a great day.
I'm Margaret Hudson. I'm the president and CEO of Burnbrae Farms, and just want to thank you all for coming out and supporting such a great cause. Uncle George loved the Y. My mom loved the Y. I think they participated in the fundraising for the pool way back in the day in the kitchen. I think our parents' names are on the kitchen, so such a great place to support the community and support those in need.
We talked a little bit about George and the impact that he had and the impact that the Y has. From just a numbers perspective, 1 in every 4 people that access the Y receive some sort of financial support. But that changes with camp. 1 in every 3 kids receive some sort of financial support. So the dollars that you raise today, the dollars that you're contributing today goes towards that impact. I've already spoken about the 33,000 meals we serve every year now at the YMCA, and now we're housing people to stay off the street. That's George's legacy. And in talking with the Smith family, in Truth Smith fashion, and talking with Jean, who's unfortunately ill today, couldn't be here, was talking about sharing the name of the legacy of the YMCA and the work that happens in here. And she actually spoke about transitioning George's name to somebody else who is also deserving. And so the team got together and we started talking about who else is as equally deserving as George, and it wasn't very hard to define who that person was. and their families here. I'd like to bring up the Fournier family, Audrey and Mark and Sloan. Come on up here. I had the pleasure of meeting Paul when I first became CEO in 2018, and didn't get a ton of time with Paul, but the time I did get with Paul was beneficial for me because I still have a picture of him in my office, and sometimes they ask, what would Paul ask me? Because they never told me anything. He would just ask me, and ask me open-ended questions to make me think. And for those of you who don't know Paul was the chair of the fundraising committee to build this pool and this facility. And not only that, he was a member of council. He also was instrumental in building the aquatarium. Paul's footprint is all over this community and all over leaders in this community. And so we wanted to name it after Paul, and we asked the Fournier family and Audrey if we could, and they accepted. So beginning October 18th, 2025, we're now going to be calling it the, someone you want to help me with this? The Paul F. Fournier Memorial Fire Truck Pull. So with that in mind, I want to thank Audrey specifically for the first few conversations that her and I had privately, and you know, we kept it together pretty good talking about Paul. I think we're keeping it together well now. But I'd like to call up Mark Fournier to say a few words about Paul's love of the Y and the family's affection for the Y.
Thank you for everybody for attending today. Good luck to all the losing truck pullers, because the Fournier team's going to take it home. I just want to leave you guys with all one thought, and that is legacy. It's been said a lot this morning. Just leave today with that thought in your mind. That's what our community leaders want us to do, and that's what we need to build here in Brockville. And the Y is our second home.
Before we begin, I do want to give a shout out and a thanks to all our staff and all our volunteers, not just for today, but to delivering the services that we provide every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So we can't do what we do without our staff and our volunteers. So thank you for you guys for everything you do.